Hi everyone, Kieran here. In this exercise in Photoshop, what we are going to do is to investigate creating, refining and saving selections. So to start, I'm just going to go ahead and make a copy of the background layer here by typing Command J, which is the new layer via copy command. Because the background layer doesn't support transparency, I'm perhaps wanting to look at some transparency as I work through this exercise. I've also been exploring this amazing new object selection tool, which lets us just drag a marquee around an object, and Photoshop does a job of selecting, but you can see here that it's sort of missed some bits, and it's got some extra bits of background, and it's included parts of these leaves and so on. So I'm needing to make some refinements, and this is often the case with the automatic tools in Photoshop and other applications. It's not always going to be perfect. So we are keen to get this looking as perfect as possible, and so what I'm going to do to that end is to use the Quick Mask tool. Now, Quick Mask is handy and quick. It lives under the letter Q, so if I type the letter Q, you'll see I pop into Quick Mask mode, and this is the masked area here in red. What I might just do is down under the color picker, double click the mask icon just so that I can select a different color, because the red doesn't really work with the color of the foreground there. So I'm going to go for a bluish sort of color, which will show me the masked area at an opacity of 50%. Now, when I type the letter Q for Quick Mask, that mask comes up now as blue. It makes it a little bit easier to see where things are happening and they're not. So to work in Quick Mask mode, it's a matter of selecting the brush tool, and up in the options bar I've got my brush options. I can look in the brushes palette as well, but this is perhaps a little bit quicker. I can scale the brush up and down, which is useful. Scale the hardness up and down. We can see that changing. I prefer the keyboard's shortcuts for these changes. So what I'm seeing here is that I'm able to use the right square bracket to zoom up, left square bracket to zoom down, and just keeping an eye on this icon here. If I shift left square bracket, you'll see it makes the brush softer. Shift right square makes the brush more firm. So I'm just going to lower the diameter a little bit. I've got about 150 pixel brush, which will let me rough in some areas. And I'm also going to lower the softness by, that should put it to 75%. Yeah, it sure does. And now my black foreground color will paint out the mask. So I'm also just using my my zoom commands, making sure that I'm comfortable scaling the size of the brush as I need to, and just painting out parts of this mask. So I'll just go around the whole outside here.